tune. Listen now.
It's Jeff.
Yes, of course. Let's try that top note one more time, shall we? Even more than I love, more.
About 10 more days.
I see. May I tell you what a thrill it is for us to be here tonight? It's actually more than a thrill, it's an obligation.
Marty and I call this show, If We'd Saved, We Wouldn't Be Here.
Old clips great. I mean, did Steve used to be funny or what?
I have to say that for me, working with Marty Short is like World Cup soccer. Somehow, I just can't get into it.
Well, let me say something to you, Mr. Steve Martin. You look fantastic.
Oh, thank you.
You do. And I guess that's the benefit of looking 70 since you were 30. Standing next to a man who's a novelist, a playwright, a musician, a composer, and a legendary comedian.
Well, thank you. And let me say what an honor it is for me to be standing next to the man who is standing next to that man.
You know, when I think about Steve, and it's not often, but when I do, I will say the one thing that strikes me about you more than anything else is how unbelievably pale you are. In the 80s, I think I once tried to snort you. Steve's whiter than a Mormon golf team. He identifies with dairy. And I'm not trying. No.
You said dairy, right?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Now, but listen. I'm not trying to be negative.
No.
That's not who this dude is. But you look like Anderson Cooper froze to death on New Year's Eve.
You know what I love about touring around with Marty Short? No paparazzi.
And I love how Steve never lets it bother him when people come up and say, "Ah, big fan, Judi Dench."
Now, Marty and I feel that you, the audience, might like to get to know us just a little bit better.
And the reason we feel that is because we are egomaniacs. So we would like to share with you some of the hidden gems from our family photo collection.
Personal, private photos. Here's an adorable shot of a 2-year-old Marty Short. Look at that.
This is right after I transitioned.
Just don't know what you were shooting for there. Well, here I am at 11 months old. Look at that.
Wow. That is, what a baby. This is a perfect example why women shouldn't drink during their pregnancy.
It's like, what's your character?
And really, yeah.
Now this next photo was taken in Texas when I was just a young boy, and it's a photo of my first marriage. Texas. Yeah. Let's go on to the next one. What do we have? Oh yeah.
Okay. Here's a lovely photo of me on the beach with my parents.
Now, what are you there?
I'd say a B cup. You know what's amazing about this photo? How well my parents are hiding their disappointment. Next. Oh, now this is 2 years later. That's my mom and two brothers, and this is our first trip from Hamilton, Ontario, Canada, to New York City, and we were at that Latin Quarter nightclub.
That's exciting. Do you remember the name of the show?
Oh, of course, it was B. Arthur's one-woman show entitled, "You Got It In There, Now Get It Out."
That email again. This tough shit, no uniform. Now this next photo, this was taken right before I was sent away to camp to pray the gay away. And here I am when I came back from the camp.
Next. Oh, wow. This is what happens when you mix patriotism and legal Canadian weed.
Now this is a little bit of a historic photo. This is me working at Disneyland's Magic Shop in Anaheim when I was just 15 years old.
And look, that's me hanging up there behind you.
I never noticed that. Can we take a closer look, please?
Oh yeah, there we go. And Steve, I love this dashing photo of you from high school.
You know what's amazing about this photo? It's a color photo. And I love this dashing photo of you from high school.
This is the year I was voted most likely to marry a cousin.
And it's even got your grade point out.
Oh, I saw that.
That's out of 100. Anyway. What else we got? Oh, this photo. Oh, yeah. John Belushi, Dan Aykroyd, Mick Jagger, and me. And right after this photo was taken, we tested positive for everything. Next, what do we have? Oh, this is why you should never do your own Botox. What's next? Diane Keaton. We love this.
Look at that. Yes. Here we're doing two things at once. We're walking the red carpet and getting a colonoscopy.
And the next photo, yes.
Oh, well.
This is the real reason that drag could be banned in Florida.
I know this isn't encouraged in Florida. White socks without sandals. I don't know what I was thinking.
Oh, this is our new show, Only Murder. Fabulous Selena Gomez, and our new season will start on Hulu in August.
Yes. Yes, our show is just like Steve at the urinal. It streams for 36 minutes, so.
What else? We have another photo from Only Murder. There you go. We got Meryl Streep, me, Paul Rudd, Marty, and Selena. Look at that. I give this photo 4 stars.
Don't you mean 5 stars? Oh, okay.
And this is our final photo.
Yes.
This is actually Marty Short in the actual Oval Office.
Yes, it is in 1994. You're probably wondering what I'm doing.
Well, I know what you're doing. The question is, did Bill Clinton take you up on your offer? And now, ladies and gentlemen, we thought would never end. It's time to bring back that fabulous musician.
A man appears every night on Jimmy Kimmel Live, Mr. Jeff Babcock. Thank you, Jeff. Now, you know, Steve and I actually met in the film Three Amigos.
That's right, and on that movie, that's when I realized that this guy I didn't know that well, Marty Sherman, just met, had this kind of quirky sense of humor. Now, there's a lot of downtime on a movie, so Marty, Chevy, and I would pass the time by playing Scrabble in one of our trailers. So we're playing Scrabble one day, and I look over and Marty's writing a little note. He folds it over and slides it to me, and it said, "I will let you ball my wife Nancy for an E or a Q."
I tend to be competitive.
And now what we're going to do is ask Jeff Babco to go among the audience to select people to come up here and be amigos on the stage with us.
Oh, look at that.
Now, I have a question for you, Marty. This is very important. Three Amigos was your first film, is that correct?
It was. And can you imagine my first movie, and I'm now put into equal billing with two massive movie stars? Or so they told me. And the opening night of Three Amigos was like out of a movie. Bronze Chinese theater in Hollywood, strobe lights going. And the studio had asked the three of us to show up in our full Three Amigos regalia with the hats and the bolero jackets and the spurs. But at 4 p.m. that afternoon,
I called Chevy and said, "Let's wear our tuxes and not tell Marty."